this morning? Well, it depends, right? It could be someone late at night or early in the morning.
Hey, good
So,
morning
good morning. We
or
have
good evening.
or good evening, good night, and a little bit in between, depending where in the world you may be. We are just popping in just to say hello and to see who's around and try at least be positive and put some positivity into the world, even if it's just to say hello. Hello, good sir. How's your morning coming?
It's coming. It's a morning. Had to go run around and go grab a green screen because somebody wanted to film at 0 dark 30. So I had to go drive at 0 darker 30 to be prepared. So, so here we are.
What? What is you talking about? We're just here relaxing. The old dark 30.
All
Got the
right.
green screen going and everything.
I'm here. I'm in here. I'm in the woods, or I'm in the marsh.
Yeah,
Can't see. I had to take my glasses off too. Also,
yeah.
it's a lot going
Just
on.
well, we're just here, just kind of popping in, saying hey, seeing who's up, seeing who is up and running, or at least waking up, and just at least try to put something positive to say hey. If you're out there watching, let's go ahead and pop up that old school roll call
The
as
roll
we do.
call.
The roll call, just say hey. At some point, people will see, and then if they want to pop in and say Guten Morgen.
What are you eating for breakfast? That should be the roll call.
What are you eating for breakfast? Interesting. What are you eating for breakfast?
Nothing yet because it's 0 dark 30.
Well,
Haven't
this
got
is
there yet.
we're not there yet. It's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central, 6:30 Mountain, 5:30 Pacific. Yeah, I was confusing
Where's
going
Arizona at
backwards.
with their
Pacific. Yeah.
so DJ Mr. C, he's up working out guaranteed right now.
DJ Mr. C is definitely up early this morning. But no, just we wanted to pop in here and just kind of test out. We usually kind of go late at night because it's easier to do that for us. But it was just cool to kind of switch it up a little bit and pop in here and just check on folks and see how people are doing and just try to do something positive and change the narrative a little bit. So nothing too crazy. Just kind of popping in, saying hey, who are maybe watching this in the morning. We got a few folks in the mastermind, a few folks on the personal page, a few folks on the um, uh, public page as well. So yeah, feel free to wave, say hello. It's just kind of saying good morning at Old Dark 30, depending where you're at. So let us know in the comment section or kind of comment where are you, what time zone are you in, so we can kind of just say a how, a d, a do.
Yeah. And if you guys like earlier content, let us know. Trying to meet people where they are, and if
Exactly.
not, we'll all go back to sleep.
That's all. That is also a good option, which we can do if we need to. See that? Boop boop boop. There it is. Got the time
Oh,
sense.
hey,
We
feeling
can do like a
official.
I could do like a whole little time thing there and just kind of add all different time zones, depending
Do
on.
them going across like the little clock,
Mm-hmm.
stock market clock.
Yep.
Like it.
So
What you, man?
yeah.
You got any plans for the day? Anything else after this?
No, nothing too crazy. Knocked out some early morning grocery runs, and then kind of be productive, do a little bit of work, try to get active and move. So that's the new goal for the day. Try to move with some intention. Try to do something. So a few interviews set up and meet some people and whatnot. So that should be pretty good.
Mhm.
Not too
What kind of
crazy.
interviews you guys? Or what kind of
Uh,
interviews have you been doing lately? Anything worth note?
yeah, so I did an interview with Dr. Mingo, who is she's has an amazing story, so that's coming out, and one of my old battle buddies did an interview with them, and another therapist, and then I talked to a Dr. Colson yesterday, so that was pretty good. He's a PTSD expert and has done some amazing things. I think I was just telling you about it a minute ago. So he wrote a great piece. He actually wrote post traumatic stress disorder for dummies, which I thought is amazing. So literally had that conversation yesterday. Let's pop it up. Boop, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, Dr. Golston, MD. He's done some pretty amazing work, so it's been interesting to kind of see and make some connections. So he's been interviewed on CNN and done stuff. So We're gonna have a conversation, talk a little bit about PTSD with actually someone who knows way more about it than we know, because as you
Someone who
can
wrote the
see,
book on
he wrote a book on it. So that's half the
it.
battle there. Good morning from Arizona, up in the
What
house.
time is
Is that CMB? No, it's not. He's not on Facebook.
it?
Hey friends, East Coast here. What's up?
East Coast.
East Coast in the house. Arizona, what's for breakfast? What you doing over there? Because I know it's early. Are you rolling over or are you moving? Because I know the East Coast at least is somewhat moving at 8:30 in the morning. So that is amazing. Got some folks up and at it, trying to own the day and do something positive. So yeah,
Carpe diem.
carpe diem. But yeah, just just some good stuff lined up and trying to bring more value to the community and give them access to individuals like the gentleman who wrote PTSD for Dummies. Little did we know that that would be a conversation to be having with someone like that. But I think it just adds more value to the community to get that information from those experts. So he's a psychiatrist and a leader in his field. So we have a lot of amazing things coming up. So I think it'll be cool to share some of the work that we're doing. Actually, let me
Awesome.
bring up a cool little graphic
So,
that we put together here. Boop, boop, boop. So what do you got planned for the rest of the day? Good stuff. There you go. What?
yeah,
A sausage
yeah,
McMuffin.
there it is. Eating breakfast.
Breakfast of
Not
champions.
that part. Not too much, man. Gonna go work. Got some automation stuff to work on. Looking around, trying to serve vets, as one of our good friends would say. Just trying to serve vets. But nah, man, just today, I'm kind of following you around a little bit today. I want to check you out on some of the platforms you're on. Check out Clubhouse a little bit. I'm on there, but I am not on there as much as others. But I've been seeing, a lot of stuff, man, popping up on a lot of platforms: TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, YouTube, here in the mastermind group, your page. So some of
Okay.
these interviews, hey, there
Yeah.
it is, and just
Dr.
everywhere.
Mingo. So this is be an amazing story. So I just had to share this one thing, which I think was great, and we'll start sharing some of it in advance. But be real to get healed. I thought that was amazing.
Mm.
With her story and the things she's been through and the book she's written as well. So we're giving away some books. So she wrote a book, as did Jamie, who I spoke to, who had the brain tumor. I don't know if folks caught that or not, but that was a great interview that we released. He literally had a brain tumor that you only find it in infants to 7-year-old folks. And at 48, 47 years old, he had this rare brain tumor. An adult hasn't had it since the 1930s. Sanjay Gupta led the surgery on him. Fast forward, he wrote a book how he ate his way back to health. So we're giving away 20 of those books, and then Dr. Mengo's book as well is another book that we're going to be giving away that she wrote. So just amazing stuff that's happening. But I thought that quote was really amazing as how she talked about what she's been through in her life. So that's something that's coming out here very soon. This Saturday, we have a conversation with a good fellow veteran friend of mine's, Anthony Morales from Leader. You know, I will not leave you behind. He and I served together as recruiters back in the day, and so it's been amazing and good. Really, just having good conversations with folks and sharing. What's going on, my brother? Hampton, VA is in the
Hey,
house. What's up, Travis? Good brother. How's y'all morning going? Ron is just the early
early.
bird. He woke me up. I was just here minding my business.
I do. I am. But I go to bed extremely early as well,
I
except
do
when
not.
DP keeps me up.
We were late yesterday in Clubhouse till almost one, having some amazing conversation with veterans, and the good thing is bringing some of those folks that we're meeting again, like the gentleman who wrote PTSD for Dummies, and bringing them here to have that conversation with them. So networking and sharing, I think it's amazing. So, but the morning is coming along slowly but surely. Hey, what's going on, my brother? U.S. Air Force, 71 to 76. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Again, Old Dark 30, just kind of popping in. No, no, nothing major or agenda per se to speak on. Just more so spending some time and
Saying
seeing
hey.
who's up. And saying hey.
Just saying hey. And again, if you guys are watching this back or
Oh, Travis.
Travis.
Travis, you
Yeah,
have been definitely a avid supporter. Send me a DM or rather a PM here in Facebook,
yeah.
and
I'll send it now.
yeah, I'll send you a code so we have something to give out. So I have the list. We're gonna roll out the folks that got it. So we'll get you squared away, Travis, with that today. So send either Ronis or myself a message, and we'll get you a pin to use. So the way it works easily is we'll add you as a contact, and then be able to go ahead and activate that. So make sure you're registered, and then once we give you the pin, boop, you'll be in, and we'll add you to the veteran network club that we've built in there as well. So it is pretty dope. Actually, let me go ahead and pop that on the screen too while we're at it. Where is our club? So we have our little community that we've built, and we're sharing that with the peoples.
We're giving good advices.
Good advices for those that have seen Pumping Iron and have heard the advices that Arnold Schwarzenegger gave. It's one of the best, most iconic scenes ever. If you've seen it, you'd get it. If you haven't seen it, it's basically in Pumping Iron where they ask him about how the advices that he's given folks, and he says, "I, so and so is a child. Franco is a child, and when I give him advices, I'm like his father. But sometimes I give him bad advices." So, for those that appreciate some of that, that's pretty cool. Uh,
DP just showed me that. I was one of those. I had never seen it, but he showed me, and now it's all I think about.
it is hilarious. Bad advices. Um, Navy 02 to oh 06. Good morning from Pittsburgh, PA. What's up?
Hey,
Glad to have you here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, this is the uh, there it is. Yeah. So we built like a little banner just so you see kind of what it looks like. That is the first. That's the club that we have in there. So folks kind of get an idea of what it would look like. So I think it's just cool to share a little bit of kind of what the platform is, so folks see that. Just taking a screenshot so I can kind of pop it up and people see what exactly it is. So this is the page to the club. So it's like you have different clubs and different groups. What's going on, Matt? That Matt
what's
popping
up,
up,
man?
always supporting. Um, so I want to show y'all just to kind of get a lay of the land of exactly what all this here looks like. So that's the club that we had that I popped up. And then here I will show what the actual main page looks like. So just to kind of walk you through what exactly is this app and the folks of what they're doing. So the main thing is the screen, right? So this is the hallway. There you go. So when you log into the app, right, this is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and put Ronas over here. Bloop. Move myself on this side.
I'm on the side now. Hey,
Hey. So this is literally like when you scroll down, it's just, clubs after clubs after clubs. But if you see on top here, it says Breakfast with Champions and it has like a little green house. Those are clubs. And then the room is Breakfast with Champions. So in our case, for example, we have that there. So that kind of works. Yeah, as long as you're not showing the language. So they have some restrictions. They don't want you broadcasting what people are actually saying, but to be able to show the images is fine. And I actually pull up one of the events that we have. So this, for example, is what one club looks like. And when you're actually inside of a room, this is what the room will look like. So you literally see people that are speaking, moderators, and things like that. So that's an example of what that kind of looks like for the most part. And then here is a event that we have. So for example, we're going to have a conversation on uh, PTS, parenting with a mental health condition, and a military sexual trauma conversation. And again, these are the same conversations that we've had here. We're just making a point to try to spread the word in other platforms. So that's kind of a little bit of what that is about. So just to give you guys an idea and gals an idea of what these things are. So these are two events that we have scheduled, for example. So you'll see here Veterans Network, and we have a military sexual trauma conversation tonight at 9 p.m. Tomorrow in the evening, we're having another conversation, parenting with mental health. So think of it like a group discussion that we're having. And one of the things that I think I've seen people do, to your point, Ronis, is they've been broadcasting the conversations they've had on Clubhouse, but I can literally be on Clubhouse right now having this conversation. You all can hear what I am saying, but you won't be able to hear what they're saying. So as long as I don't broadcast what they're saying, you're fine. If I in
Yep.
turn, am just broadcasting what I'm saying, then that is something that works. I believe the debate. I believe that the yes, I believe that the app is being open to Android. Kenneth Reese told me that they're actually open on Android, so it's something to look into. Look it up on the Google Store. I believe they're opening it up now as well to Android. But it's been iPhone only. Android is the next evolution. Then they're going to move from a invite only to open list. So you'll be able to kind of come in. Um, Let's see here. Still waiting to get the app. They said they will send me a text once the account is ready. Is that normal? Yep, it is normal. So it's beta basically. So it's really more they're rolling folks in little by little. So that's kind of how that works. Will it be on Facebook? So the conversation that we'll have there, that's what I'm going to test. So I want to play with being able to broadcast what I'm saying. But for example, what you won't see is what's being said back on the app itself, right? So that's part of the privacy piece there. So if there are certain things that are happening, the way I'm thinking about it is, hey, if a question comes up, I'll kind of just reiterate the question, say it. I'm broadcasting my words, but I'm not infringing on the privacy of the others in the room. So, but the conversation are real time. So the difference between this and that is it doesn't give you the ability to go back and see previous things. So literally it's live. If you're not in the conversation, like right now, we just had this conversation, but even when we leave, you'll be able to scroll back and see this. On those apps, literally, if you're not there, you're not going to be able to see it. So just, a little bit of kind of how that works. So that is that. But some cool, fun stuff definitely kind of taking place. Clubhouse is the name of the app for
D
those that
Wade
are
asked how
asking.
you got me up. Oh, I'm not up, D Wade. This is sleep talk.
Yeah,
Sleep talk with
he's
DB.
sleep talking. Don't look at his face.
Yeah, sleep talk. I sleep with my eyes open too.
Like there's nothing to see here. Look away. Like his eyes are open though. Don't ask
Yeah,
questions.
no, sleep
He's
talking.
asleep.
Sleep talking.
It's all sleep
Whenever
talk here.
you ask for anything else today, I'll be sleeping.
Be like, oh, what's that? Can you help me with this stuff? I'm sorry, I'm still sleep talking. Here is what the app looks like for those if you look it up. They kind of changed the banner, but that's what it would look like for those of you looking into it. So again, the biggest allure, it's not something that replaces anything. It's like right now, right? We had to, for example, Ron has got the green screen, right? We have to make sure to get on camera, and on that there is no camera, there's no picture, it's just your voice, and you have the ability just to talk. And for many individuals, that really kind of creates an anonymous, real time, not recorded moment where, let's say, for example, Matt, right? Vet Matt, if you're in there and we're having a conversation like military sexual trauma, it's a conversation that happens real time, and once it's done, it's done. There's no recording of it, and you have that kind of freedom to really be open and share things. And I think that's been really powerful for people to not fear like, oh crap, I said this and it's going to be repeated again or whatever. That's not the case. So it's just another medium. It doesn't replace one. It's just using resources. For some, maybe this helps, right? Do other things. Don't have to look at us. Put it in your ear. Walk around and hear something positive. So I'd recommend you don't look at us anyway, even right now. Just like put it down and look away. Face is
That
made for
part.
radio.
Well, not mine, but I'm just sleepy.
Well, there you go. You guys are awesome. Thank you for doing what you do. You are awesome, Ronis. Thank you for doing what you do. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Come welcome.
Um, for those that are wondering, every so often I'll switch around the mugs. Uh, Seamless product placing. Let's see if it focuses here. There it is. I believe in myself like Kanye believes in Kanye. It is what I would like to say I do, but I don't. But I'm working towards it, so I'll drink from the
I
cup.
can't share my mug.
Well, do
My
you have
mug's
your mug
not
on you?
TV friendly.
Oh yeah. Please don't bring that one up. No. So some of these are good. Coffee Motivation Company. If you got there, he goes. Oh, I got my man Anthony. We just did something. Our episode will air this week. So Anthony's in the comment section. This is the conversation we're having. So it's funny every time would come on live or do something, he'd always say, "Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody?" But he would do it in the car driving, and that's how he started, literally in the car with the GoPro. So, good morning or Dark 30. He's another one. We got together, Ronis, last week to
Mm.
record at 7. Now it
Oh,
was a pre-record. So
right.
and he's like, "Well, can we do a pre-run literally at like 6:30?" I'm like, "Okay, so we're not going live. We're pre-recording, but okay, we'll be up earlier than that." He was up around 2:30, 3 o'clock, ready to roll. I'm like, "Okay, first of all, I just went to sleep at that time. You have got to give me something. I do about 3 or 4 hours on average, but good Lord Almighty, no." Oh, this is great. So we'll talk about this on Friday Night Live. But remember the
Mhm.
story about Jay when I left him at the PX when his card got
That is
declined?
that is
Well,
correct.
Anthony reminded me that we did the same thing in recruiting school to somebody else. So apparently that was an occurrence that happened as well. So Anthony said, "I remember what happened in recruiting school. We were having dinner with one of our other recruiter buddies, and
Mm.
literally he was one of those cats we got the guy we talked about and you'll see in the episode, who is a great guy, awesome dude, but real suave Latin dude, and he's like got it together, everything's cool, pimping, everything's fine. That
Right.
card got declined."
Ooh.
We were having dinners, and he just has this face where he's just like, I forgot what it was, but it was one of those travel restrictions because we were in another state, so they kind of blocked this
Right.
card. Same thing, because some of the cards people have, if
Very
you're out of
strict.
state, it will ping. Like if you filled your gas up at 8 a.m. in New York, and now all of a sudden a few hours later you're like in Virginia, it's like, was that you or not? And sure enough, that's what happened. It went ahead and blocked the thing. And of course, we know what it is, right? So it's not that he doesn't have the funds, but nonetheless, when anybody has a rejection, that literally just makes you go to a place where you're like, why did this just happen to me?
Right. Right.
And literally, the answer is because you're broke. So, we paid for the meal. We didn't walk out and leave him because we were all having dinner at the restaurant. But when Mo said that to me, I almost died laughing because we literally had that same conversation with Jay that happened in Iraq, in Kuwait at the PX commissary thing shopping. So, we had a good conversation on the last Friday Night Live, and I was talking about one of my good friends, Jay, and how he was ahead of me in the line of the PX when we had gotten to Kuwait, and his car got declined. And me being the good friend that I am, literally just laughed and walked out and left him. You don't need none of that stuff you're trying to buy anyway.
Terrible.
Uh,
I won't
yeah,
be around then. You got bad luck.
yeah. Yeah, shoot
Card
your
might
question,
get
brother.
declined around DP.
Yeah, got a quick HLR question? Yeah, shoot it, brother.
Yeah. I got 1 minute left before.
Yeah, we're doing a quick one. Do you guys think? Uh, yeah, I don't know about that, Taylor. Couldn't tell you. I'll check, Travis. Alrighty, yeah, we are. Yeah, definitely
Uh-huh.
10 minutes over. So, but yeah, just
That's
again,
fine.
just popping in like this is kind of how we started the Friday Night Lives, and just us being here, just talking for a little bit and seeing who's available. Let's test out who's up early in the morning, and apparently we have some people. So
Yeah. And
just
again, before we head out, then where can they find information about where they can see these conversations and interviews and topics? Where can they follow you?
yeah, if you click on my wherever you're seeing this, if you're on YouTube, you'll see it on the YouTube channel wherever you're seeing this, you'll see all these things posted. So my personal page, the VACI champion page, my YouTube, and my Instagram. So it's all David DP Pineda, on all the platforms. So wherever you're seeing this, you scroll back, you'll see a lot of this information here as well. Um, let's see. HR search today, they set approved presumptive. Does that mean it's going back to the radar? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So if they approve the presumptive now, it's just looking at what the level is there for you. So that's usually what that means, as far as it going back. So now they'll finalize it and go from there. Um, what I love it. Travis said, "Can't make money sitting at home. I'm not that intelligent." Now you're welcome, brother. Hello, U.S.
We
Army, Ohio, U.S. retired. Hey, Manuel.
Yeah, there it is.
So just in closing, we just wanted to pop in and just kind of say hey, say something positive to folks, and just try to start the day off in somewhat of a positive note. So we will pop back again if you guys like something early. Ronis will lead the charge because this is my bedtime.
All right.
Oh, dark 30, just popping in saying hey. So, any closing morning, well, actually, not closing thoughts, but any morning uh, pointers or things that you would like to say before we sign off, Ronis?
Take as many naps as you can.
Even if
That's
your
all I
eyes are
got.
open or closed.
That's right.
All right, everybody. We'll catch y'all.
Have a good one.